What's going on, people? I'll show some music today. Oh, it's time to change the calendar. It ain't May no more. June 1st. And here comes the heat. Today we're supposed to get up to 90 already. June 1st and bam, here it comes. Excuse me. It's going to be a long, hot summer. I will talk about music in this one. But I want to say, again, I want to shout out and give kudos to all the people who are sincerely protesting against police brutality and racism and unnecessarily white privilege. I'm calling out the young people who are, not just young, but the people in general who are using this to take advantage and just fuck shit up. You know, the burning and looting is, okay, we got the point. See, that's what I'm saying. Burned and looted, it's been a week now. Okay, there's enough of that. Protest, but the burning and looting is inadvertently hurting innocent people, and that's not helping the point. You know, if you could get over the White House fence and get into the White House and trash that fucker, that'd be making a statement. But you saw what they did. They put that fucker in a bunker. The person who least deserves to be protected gets the first priority. That's where I'm at. So protest carefully and safely, and don't forget. Well, it's too late. People have forgotten we're in a pandemic. Boy, I don't even want to think about the spike in the numbers that we're potentially facing. Okay, you want to hear about some music? I did play some music besides my own. The music that I shared with you yesterday, I will be premiering in my performance June 18th. I'll be announcing it. Well, I'm announcing it now, but as it becomes an event, I'll share the advertising. But just so you folks know, because you don't know, you haven't seen me, I've been performing solo for years. And when I do the solo thing, I talk and I sing. And it's very improvisational and off the top of my head, the way that I do these videos. So I've been doing this. When you see me present the music and I'm talking, and that's what I do. This ain't nothing new. So I'll be doing that in the performance. I'm actually thinking that I'll speak more than play. The music's already done. I've been working my ass off. That's the beauty of MIDI, but it's also the frustrating thing about it. It's that when you go to play live, you've done all your work and there's nothing to show. And I always want to show something, you know. That's my tradition, you know, of going to see people perform and do something. So that's my quandary, is what to do. So I'm going to speak mainly. Yeah, over the music. But here's what I played in the last 48 hours. The Eclectic Maybe Band. These are my friends. Guy Segers from Belgium. Dave Newhouse is on here. Carla Derats in France. This is badass. Martin Archer, you see this? This is Guy Segers, the leader of the band, or the originator of the project, comes from the background of Zool music and Universe Zero. But this is not Zool. This is more in the Miles Davis bag of modal jazz fusion. This is killer. This is killer. I ended up playing this loud and opening up the door, my front door, and sitting out in the front yard listening to it. It's so good. Eclectic Maybe Band. The name of the album is Reflection in a Mobius Ring Mirror. Killer. Really good. I did, so let me go in a bit of order, okay? So as you know, I recently got this on vinyl, Atoll, Musicians, Magicians. This is their first album, and people who like the band all are in agreement that this is their weakest album, and the next one, Araignée Mâle, or the third one, is the best. But I'm telling you, the title track on this, and then side two, this is killer. It's funky. It is. It's funky. I really think that this is some funky shit. Really good. Okay, let me show you what I've been playing. I don't play Tangerine Dream very often, but when I finally break down and play it, it's like, whoa, wow. Rubicon, wow. Side one in particular. Side two, the way it starts with the siren is always off-putting to me. I have to really get ready for that one. But side one of this, I've got 2 copies of this. This is a German pressing, not a fold-out. Hey, Andy, I know you're the Tangerine Dream King, if you're watching me, Brother King. This is killer. Oh, this was wonderful. It was just a wonderful escape. It was. It was like leaving this fucking planet while it played. Something I got through doing reviews from FPE Records a few years ago. Kwangwa, a mixture of African and other ethnics in this group. This is wonderful. The rhythms, the polyrhythmic African thing with this violin. Kwangwa. Ooh, man, this was good last night. Really, really wonderful. It just kept flowing and going, and just beautiful energy. I'll write the titles of these so y'all can get them. Kwangwa. Okay, I'll do this one first. Bought this Blind Mr. Jones shoegaze. I usually have to be in the mood, but I just grabbed this because I thought to myself, well, I got this, and I've never really played the vinyl. And boy, this is just good. These guys were just kids, and you can hear that they're just teens. They sound like boys, but the sincerity of the music, I still don't know what they're singing about. Probably some girls. But the moodiness, the melancholia of these tunes are just about perfect. Blind Mr. Jones, Stereo Musicale. Played it all. It's a double album. Love this. I love this expression, I think it's the teen in me that's never died, that heartbroken teen. This brought me a lot of peace yesterday. I played the opening track, Mulgrave Street. Beautiful, beautiful track. Amazing Blondell, Mulgrave Street. My English friends over there of my age and older that are watching, you all know about this band, don't you? Amazing Blondell. They are amazing. Beautiful music. Coming out of the folk scene. Wonderful. Played this. It was a random decision to play it. I didn't know it was going to be so good. Alan Silva and his Celestial Communication Orchestra, Luna Service. I put this on thinking I'll just put it on. And this was totally invigorating, captivating, and really captures what's going on right now. It's like a maelstrom of sound. It sounds like 1,000 people playing on this, although it's not, but it feels like it. It's very large. It's not chaotic. It's like this swarm of movement and sound that's reaching up. That's what it sounds like. It's like it's reaching up. This was like really wow. Thank God for music. Y'all used the term God. Couple more. One of my favorite Weather Report albums. I saw them at this time. I Sing the Body Electric with Miroslav Vitous on bass. Incredible. This is a very visionary album by Weather Report, and the cover is perfect. It's very, very Even now, this was made in 1972, and it still sounds like the future. You know, great cover, and the music really fits it. Another one that my W's through Z's are sitting right here that I see all the time. So I pulled this one because I see the spine all the time, but I never play it. And that's what I thought last night. I said, I'm always looking at this spine, but when's the last time I played it? So I pulled one of the Wildflowers. This is a series of recordings made in New York lofts when the New York loft jazz scene was going on. And this is number 2. I'm missing one of the series. But I blindly put it on, which means I didn't look to see if it was side 1 or 2. I do love how I really do recognize music. It was only a few seconds and it was obvious, oh, this is Anthony Braxton. And I checked, sure enough, it's side 2, Anthony Braxton. That man has a voice. I still think that he's too much for most people to get to. But there's some deep shit that Anthony Braxton has discovered and let loose through his music, his notation, and his theory. Brilliant man. Last thing I'll show you that I played, I hope today's a better day for the world. This woman, I guess she was sick recently, but she's okay now. Catherine Ribeiro and Alps Pax Peace. I don't speak French, but boy can I hear and feel her passion in her voice. You can also, it's interesting how she sounds beautiful. She has the kind of voice where you hear her physical beauty reverberating in her voice. This is a wonderful album. I played the whole thing. It's very intense. This is really good. Very passionate. Oh, I love music. Message is the same, people. White privilege has got to go. The problem isn't white people. The problem is the history of racism. And it must be acknowledged in order to be changed. The racism must be acknowledged. The fact of white privilege must be acknowledged and admitted to in order for us to dismantle it. And a lot of y'all, when you think about it, you don't want that to change, do you? And that needs to be faced, because it's an unfair world to people who are darker than white. And that's just fucked. And that's why people like George Floyd just a week ago got his life snuffed out on camera. Brutally, viciously, inhumanely. And the officers that held him down are still not charged. And Derek, who's put a shame on my name, that officer only 3rd degree. And the message that it sends to the people, regardless of the message that they think it's sending, they're probably trying to send a message, we're in control, we're going to have control. When the message that is being received by me is, we don't care about you. We'll kill you before we do anything for you. You will not get in the way of our power. That's the message I get. So, protest on, people. But action, not destruction. We got to find a way to take this to the next level, to be heard, to make things have got to change. That's the other thing that I see. Things aren't going back to the way they were. Something's got to give. Something's got to.